Hey everyone, Mr. Manley here, and what we're going to be talking about today is how to correct your posture. I'm going to give you 4 quick tips that you can implement immediately to have better posture and even gain a few inches, superficially or realistically by elongating your bone structure, standing up straight, and a few other things. And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to give you one bonus tip that's going to absolutely blow your mind, change your life. And it's things that I have gleaned over many years of reading books, through trial and error, and hanging out with people that I want to look like and be like. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's get into it. And if you like the message that I'm obviously giving you, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Also, you can become a member today. It begins at just $1. And that would help you out a ton. Also, if you want to donate, you can click the link in my bio and donate to my PayPal. Here we go. Number 1, every day, all the time, whether you're in a certain situation, I want you to ask yourself, where are my shoulders? Where are my shoulders? Okay, where are my shoulders? Sometimes when we get in fights, we get angry, or we get nervous, or we're just driving around, you don't even notice our shoulders. Where are they? So one of the best things you can do for your shoulders, to be in like a proper stance, to have proper posture, to be basically resetting your nervous system, is having your shoulders down and back, like this. Down and back. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell your body that there's no threats around, right? And it's going to give your spine proper posture, because if we're slouched over all the time, we're going to look smaller, weaker. It's not good for our spine. We're going to look like we got scoliosis or something. You're going to be shorter, and you're going to not be able to breathe as well. So there's just so many factors that go into having crappy posture. Also, it makes you shorter, like, haven't I mentioned that 3 times? And so I want you to go through your day, and when you're having a freaking yapping with somebody, anytime, ask yourself, where are my shoulders at? Boom. Okay. Where are my shoulders at? Boom. This angle. Boom. Okay. It's not going to be too long of a video, so let's move on to number 2. And that is in your house, apartment, condo, garage, wherever it is that you live, buddy. Or gal. In a treehouse. I don't know. I don't care. You should get a pull-up bar. Okay. I just moved into a new place. Thank God. And I don't have a pull-up bar here, but in my last place I had a pull-up bar, and I'm doing what I can right now to get a pull-up bar. If you want to buy me a pull-up bar, let's get a pull-up bar. But I got the knowledge, and I know that you need a pull-up bar. I don't care if you're 70 years old and you're obese, okay? I don't care if you're 14 years old and you're underweight. I don't care if you're a man, woman, king, queen, something in between, okay? You need a pull-up bar, because that is so cool. It is so primal. It is so practical. It's beautiful to have a pull-up bar. Pull-up bar. Get that shit. Order on Amazon. Probably 20, 30, 40 bucks. If you can put it in between. I don't like the ones that just push against the wall and it's like a straight bar. I've seen so many fails where people actually hurt themselves. You don't want one of those. You want one of the ones that leverage itself like this on the the wall. That's great. Or you can get one of the pull-up bars. My buddy has one that it stands. Actually, I'm going to ask my buddy if I can have his. Let's see what he says. But he's got this one where it just stands like this and it goes up, and it actually comes in with a dip bar, which is absolutely beautiful. I really want this piece that he has. The dip bar, and then it's got the pull-up one, but he's Machiavellian, so he'll probably like tease me with it, Probably won't let me have it, but we'll see. It's got the built-in pull-up bar and then the dip bar, and so you can get one of those. Why do we want a pull-up bar? Because you want to elongate your spine. Reset it, crack your back, hang like you're a primal ancestor, because Jesus Christ that created us gave us hands to grasp things. So, we're meant to climb up rocks and trees and mountains and whatever. So it's nice to have a pull-up bar because we can, number one, not only are we getting those amazing forearms by pulling and holding on to something, we're also resetting our back. It feels good. It makes you taller, okay? And so it's a game changer. Do not sleep on this one, okay? I need you to get a pull-up bar if you got 20, 30 bucks, okay? Or you can just, you can do the one at the gym and use the one at the gym, but there's just something special about having one at home, okay? And, hold on. Thought I had to sneeze. False alarm. So, get that pull-up bar. It's an absolute game changer. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 3. You ready? Number 3 is go barefoot. Now, I don't mean walk around in the streets like Jesus, like barefoot and like cold weather, hot weather, or whatever. I mean, when you're at home, if you have a beautiful home, if you're not renting like a room with like slobs that have dogs that shit and piss everywhere, if you actually have a beautiful home where you can, walk and you have your own area, you can be barefoot, or you can wear socks in your house. No slippers that like support your foot arches or whatever. And let me explain why. Being barefoot or just having socks, they're one of the same, is actually going to put pressure on the fascia. Fascia is a type of muscle that holds your ligaments and your tendons together. I know it's not the perfect explanation, but it's a lot better than you could ever do, buddy. So listen, fascia is like this muscle. Okay, we have fascia all over our bodies. We basically are fascia. And like I said, fascia is a type of muscle that surrounds the bone. And so we have fascia in our feet. And so when we wear shoes that have this it has like this built-in arch, we don't activate the arch of our own feet. And the shoes are super soft, so we never really get to remodel and stretch that fascia and work it out. Because, in the modern lifestyle, we're wearing these soft shoes. And so, wrong, okay? Get yourself, you need to start walking around barefoot, or get flat shoes or hard-soled flat shoes. This is absolutely the opposite of all the little orthopedic little feet people are gonna tell you. Well, have a look at what they like. Because I only take advice from people that have what I want, or people that look the way I want to look. So it's very important to go barefoot, and it's going to feel really cool too. And I would be really interested, I would be super surprised if you came to me and be like, Brad, it doesn't really feel good to walk around barefoot. It feels better to walk around with my Nikes. That's bullshit. I don't believe that. Never have, never will. So you need to go barefoot. It's going to, did you know that your feet actually affect the way your face looks? That's why people with nice feet have a nice face. And again, because we are reactivating our fascia, and your fascia is actually tied into your face. You can do some deeper research on that if you want, but it's very important. Okay, and also something else I'm just remembering here is the next one. And the next one is also tied into the feet. Number 4 is you need to be deadlifting and squatting. I know some of you people are not going to like this because you just want to be a couch potato, and that's okay. More the power to you. If that's the type of person you want to be, that's okay. But I used to not go to the gym. I started the gym about 5-10 years ago very seriously, and I just thought it was just boring to go to the gym. But you know what? You got to try it at least once, because there's so many things in life I thought that was just not good, and I tried it, and wow, I'll never look back. And never believe what somebody says until you actually go and try it out for yourself. I mean, take some caution, but you should be trying things as long as they're not super unsafe, as long as you don't think that they're super dangerous. You should be trying them out for yourself. And one of those things is deadlifting and squatting and getting in the gym. And why do I say deadlift and squat? This is a deadlift. Ugh. This is a squat. Ugh. Okay, why am I saying those things in particular? Is because they actually activate your posterior chain, okay? Your back, your lower back, your butt, your hamstrings, your quads, your calves, especially your feet. And back to the feet again. You're working at the fascia, breaking it down. You're using the fascia, okay? You're using your feet. This is the way we were evolved. Sorry, evolution's not real, but this is the way we were created to be and act, by deadlifting and squatting and doing these natural movements. Okay, and so just to tie on to that, there's something called Wolf's Law, where apparently it has something to do with bones, where if you put a lot of pressure over something over a long amount of time, it will actually grow back bigger. Okay, like I don't know if you ever heard that when you break a bone, it grows back stronger. So you can research Wolf's Law. There is this tribe called the Maasai tribe. They're like these Ethiopian, tall, skinny black guys. They drink raw milk, they drink blood, and they sit there and jump all day, apparently. And they're all like over 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". What do I know? Look it up for yourself. I don't do that shit, but I do something very similar. I do jump rope. And honestly, I'm 5'11", 190 pounds, soaking wet. So I kind of maintain that stature. A lot of people say that it's good, and you know, people with body dysmorphia like me never think it's good enough. So what the hell does it matter anyways? All right, y'all stayed till the end, so I'm gonna give you that bonus tip, and the bonus tip is to correct your posture. You need to do something that is called chin tucking. Okay, it's called the Mackenzie chin tuck. And not only am I gonna give you that, there's something I read in a really amazing book. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. And that book taught me that when you go throughout your day, you know, you can have your back and whatever up, you know, you can have your shoulders down and back. It didn't tell me that, but it did say to always when you're out, even when you're in your own house, your body language is so powerful. And you should almost at all times imagine that there's a string. I'm even going to grab my own hair, but if there was a string just holding you up, you see that? You see that? Holding you up all the time, okay? Now, I know a lot of you wish that I would be doing this to you, but I'm sorry. Now listen, you've got to pretend that there's a string pulling you up at all times, so you have proper posture and you look presentable and you feel good and look great. To tie on to that, the Mackenzie chin tuck is when you go against a wall and you put your, a chin tuck is you put your butt and your back against the wall and your head, and you give yourself as many double chins as you can. And so that is a chin tuck, and that's really good for your spine and your whatever bones are in the back of your head here. Just look it up. I know it to be true. It feels right, looks right, and I'm going to demonstrate from right here. It's something like this. You know, you can pull your head up as much as you want, but until you go give yourself the chin tuck, now your spine is aligned, and you just feel ready to take on the world, and it's going to elongate your spine and make you feel better and reset your spine. And so yeah, you should really look into chin tucking and the benefits behind it. I don't make up any of this information, I just bring it to y'all. So if you learned anything from this video, I would deeply appreciate it if you sent it to a friend or a family member or even an enemy. And if you want to support my work, like I said at the start, smash that subscribe button and abuse that like button. If you want to support my work, become a member today. It starts at $1. It goes all the way up to like a king membership. I think it's over $100. It helps me out a ton if you do that. Also, if you want to donate, you can click the link in my PayPal. And if you want some one-on-one coaching for biohacking, message me. Bye for now. Boo.